You ever know that you got a work of literature completely wrong? I don't. Just kidding, I really do. And I got this one poem completely wrong, I think, for my whole life until tonight, when I've done a close reading, then another close reading, and then sat with it, and then dug into something else. And I think that I've stumbled upon something really wonderful here. You've heard of it before, folks. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot. Now, like every mentally well-adjusted child, I first learned about this poem from Bo Burnham, who quoted, "Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky like a patient etherized upon a table." It feels like a pastiche of something romantic, like poetic drama, something unrelated that doesn't belong there at a very literal level. In short, it felt like modernism. Frankly, the title kind of put me off, which is terrible. Don't do that. If it would take too long to read, I'm not going to do it in this video. But I want to encourage you to give this a try because, first of all, it's not a love song. It's not about romantic love. It opens with a bunch of Italian. You're like, what is this? It's from the Inferno. And when you go back to the section of, as I move my phone to pull it up, I'll put it on the screen as always, when speaking to Dante from hell, and he's saying, if this is really true, that like no one ever leaves from this place and goes back to Earth, that's the only reason I'm telling you, and I'm about to tell you. But if I knew that you were returning to humanity, to everybody else, I would never speak to you this way. What's the narrator so afraid to tell us and so conditionally revealing? I think it's a paranoia. I think it's a fear of death stalking him. I think it's looking around him in society and seeing something banal and meaningless and repetitive, cyclical, bereft of any real significance, trying to drive the point home to himself that there is a purpose to this. Indeed, there will be time, he writes. There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. You're going to have the resources at some point to be okay among all of this. You are. He says to himself, but I've lived all of this already. I know all of this, for I've known them all already, known them all. I've known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. I know the voices dying with a dying fall beneath the music from a farther room. Nice reference to 12th Night, Act 1, Scene 1. That strain again, it had a dying fall. And then again spoken, enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. This is someone who's growing tired with the mundanity of our everyday life. And only because he is certain, as the allusion to Dante in the epigraph confirms, that the listener, like him, is unable to escape what we're both stuck in. Only with that reality being a fact can he proceed with this confession. And the frustration with all these thoughts building up and circling around, he says, and would it have been worth it after all? Would it have been worthwhile after the sunsets and the dooryards and the sprinkled streets, after the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts that trail along the floor, and this and so much more? It is impossible to say just what I mean with an exclamation mark. So that resonates with me. And if you look around at everything going on, don't even need to say what I'm referring to there. But if you're feeling disillusioned or you're feeling uncertain, and maybe that you identify with some of these feelings and these thoughts, dive into this poem. It's a classic for a reason. I think you won't regret it. I haven't even scratched the surface of what's accessible here. I'm still going through it myself. And this is the beauty of discovering great works of art and great literature, is you can do that research and that deep dive yourself and come away better because of it.